Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Friday. It's Thursday Eve, I know. This is What You Need to Know, and every Thursday, it's George Wallace Thursday. Welcome, George Wallace.
Hello, Sybil Wilkes. How are you today? What a great Friday it is. You get to take off. You work so hard. I bet you're looking forward to being off tomorrow. Well, you don't. You work a half day tomorrow. You don't work tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, I work a little bit tomorrow.
When do
But
you
it's
rest?
between 9:45 and
And Monday.
usually about 1 a.m.
Well, you're doing good. You're looking good. I talked to Tom Joyner today, and
You did.
yeah, guess who's at his house? They pissed me off. Huggy Bear
Um,
and Chris Paul.
oh, that's right. They're on the road. Yeah,
Oh, so they
yeah.
went by to visit him. That's what they're doing there. Yeah, so they're all out on the beach and having fun. The rich people. Rich
Oh,
people.
nice. We have a very special guest, George. You have invited the one and only Luenell, star of Coming to America. Hello, Luenell.
Hi, can y'all hear me?
We can hear
We
you
can hear
very
you
well.
now. Yes. How you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks so much.
With that great
You're
smile on your face. Welcome.
you
Thank
are
you.
better than great. You're a star in a hit movie, as we have seen over the last week. I've seen it several times, Coming to
Uh-huh.
America, and congratulations.
I'm very, very excited because we had like two other release dates that got moved like twice,
Hmm.
and
Uh-huh.
so we've literally been holding on to these pictures and to this excitement for like
Oh,
a year and a half. I almost bust a
wow.
hemorrhoid not being able to post no
You
pictures.
almost did what?
I
You said,
almost bust a hemorrhoid.
oh my God, you can't say him right on television.
You just told me I
George,
could.
George, you say far worse every week.
Bust the hemorrhoid. That's why I keep moving around. I know what you're talking about, when you're talking about hemorrhoid. Sometimes I have to stop my car and get out on the freeway and just walk around the car, and people say, he got hemorrhoids. He got hemorrhoids. They go,
uh-huh,
He
uh-huh.
got the hemorrhoids.
the hemorrhoid.
The
The
hemorrhoids.
hemorrhoid.
He got, or as they say, the roids.
Oh, the
And
roids.
now
Yeah, the roids.
When
yeah,
we were
yeah.
kids in the country, they called it what they called it. You got there was another name for it. Piles, right?
Got the
You got,
Oh, is
piles.
that what it was?
yeah,
Yes, yes,
Sybil, you're not
George.
old enough to
Yes.
know, but your mom knew because your mom had to be from Mississippi, Sybil.
My mother's people were from Mississippi, Yazoo
Okay,
City. You're
okay.
absolutely
And
right.
They
she lived in
Yeah.
they
Chicago.
know about the piles.
Yeah. Listen to you, Miss Arkansas. Ooh.
So, Linnell, we were so excited to see you in every movie. You're the type character or actress that actor that you really don't have to do anything to take a scene. I don't know what it is about you. When that camera hits you in your face, it's like,
you
what you
the
gonna do?
camera loves you, and you just exude stardom and star power.
Well, I wish somebody would tell my wallet that.
That's a unforeseen item there that people don't understand. They see you in the movies and they really think you're rich just from doing that one movie, right?
Well, I used to think that too. I used to think that everybody I used to think everybody on television was rich until I got into television and I
Hmm.
realized how long it takes to get the check, the taxes taken out the check, the people you got to pay with that check. And I said, oh, no wonder I ain't got no money.
And the word residual, we saw you again on another movie, Residual. Sybil, sometimes I get a check for 43 cents in the mail.
Hmm.
And so it's not what you think it is. But Luenell, you were in Dolomite, and now you're in the big movie. How was that?
I
It's
mean, George, it's like it's a dream that you could never dream being in this
mm,
film. Because when you watch it 33 years ago, I'm sitting on the
mm.
bed like everybody else. I'm sitting on the couch like everybody else. I'm sitting on the floor. And so you watch it and you grow to love it. Like we liked it when we first seen it, but then you watch it
Sure.
over and over and over, and then you grow to love it and it becomes part of the culture and you dress up like that for Halloween, or you say stuff like, "Is that velvet?" And you do that, and then here you are. When I was 33 years ago, I didn't know if I was going to be alive 33 years later, let alone that this movie was going to come around again, let alone that you were going to be in it.
Yeah.
So when they say the Lord dreams bigger dreams for you than you can dream for yourself, that is a factual, that is a fact.
Were you in show business 33 years ago?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
I was married, so that's showbiz. I did some of my best acting. Do
you remember your first time on stage?
Yes, of course.
What was it?
It was at a club called Miss Wiz in Long Beach, California. T.P. Hearn was the host.
Stump his feet. Yeah.
Yeah. And the first time I ever went on stage, I killed it the very first time. And when I stepped off stage, a guy came up to me and said, "You know, you're funny little bitch." And I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you." and he said, "You need to come to my club." And he gave me his business card with the address on the back. And that was the late Robin Harris. He was talking about the comedy I did.
Oh.
The very first day I went on stage, I met Robin Harris.
Wow.
Why do I think that you've only been doing comedy like 10 years at the most?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, because you wasn't hip. You know, you was in Las Vegas and you was in the bubble. You was in the bubble. You didn't know what black folks was doing out.
Okay, let me hear. You know I got a mute button over here.
You're not going to mute our friend Luenell.
Yeah, feel free to use it. But no, there have been times in my life where I felt anointed. I felt anointed when I met Robin the first day that I ever did stand-up comedy. And I also felt anointed the first day that I started my residency at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club in Las Vegas because George walked me out on stage that night. And I felt like it was important that my first night on stage, the king of Las Vegas walked me out and presented me to Las Vegas. So I felt that way about him too. But now that I've got to know him more, I don't feel that way anymore about him.
Sybil, the first night, I guess this may have been 15 years ago. I think I lied. The first night I worked with Luenell, it was me, Sybil, and guess who? J. Anthony Brown in Seattle, Washington.
Wow.
So you can imagine.
It was J. Anthony motherfucking ass and George and me, and they were so ignorant, those two, because they're like two kids. And I think George came out on stage with his pants down, and one of them got on the back, and I jumped on somebody's back. It was chaos, but it was one of the most funnest. I'll never forget that because I almost had a brain aneurysm laughing. The audience was losing it. It was just really, really, really iconic fun. That should have been on film.
Yeah, that should
have been. You know what? And George and Jay are way too old for that shit to happen anymore. So I don't know if
I'm jumping on anybody's back anymore.
Right.
I might be speaking for myself, but I don't think nobody wants to see George nor Jay's pants down anymore either.
No, but George still tries it, Luenell. He still tries it. We're going to continue our conversation with the great Luenell and, of course, George Wallace as we go through just talking about some things that are happening in the news and very. You got your hot sauce there, huh, George?
Oh, Lord.
That's nice. And we will also be showing this as well through the evening.
Yes. How about that?
Okay. So a couple of things that have happened today since the sun went down. Well, maybe not where you are, but definitely the president finally signed the coronavirus stimulus bill, the $1.9 trillion bill. They were talking about it being signed tomorrow after he gave his speech. Tonight, his speech in just about 45 minutes. He is going to give his first primetime speech before the nation and talking about this as well as some plans that he has. And he and the vice president and their spouses are going to hit the road over the weekend into next week, selling their coronavirus plan, the stimulus plan that they have now signed into law. Before they even get to your town, your check may already be in your bank as the $1,400 up to $1,400 stimulus checks are supposed to be going into direct deposit for some people where the IRS has their information that could be going into their account before the weekend is over, which is great news there. And as I said, the president is going to talk tonight, so we'll hear a little bit more about his plans. But I do know that one of the things they say that he's going to talk about is getting everyone, making all states make the vaccine for the virus available to everybody by the month of May.
Isn't that nice?
In another couple of months. So my question to you, I know about you, George Luenell, have you had the vaccine? Are you going to get it?
I have not had the vaccine. I will cross that bridge when I get to it.
Okay. All right. For a lot of us, like in the state of
Well, if you don't take
Texas.
that vaccine, your ass might not make it to the bridge.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
It ain't nothing in that vaccine that a hot cup of hot liquor can't beat. So
you sound like your grandmama.
If you get you a cup of hot liquor off of them greens, I bet you the coronavirus will run the other way.
Now, I can't tell you the last time I've heard that term hot liquor.
I'm an old soul.
Yes, you are.
At least not together. She heard about pot and she heard about liquor, but not together. Let me write that down for my new book. Pot liquor is going to have to pick a side.
I got to tell you, George, I had so much fun with Luenell, and I had never worked with her before. When Cham was, when he had knee surgery, I think knee replacement, and Luenell came to town. She was working that weekend in Dallas-Fort Worth, and the great Donnie Simpson was filling in for Tom. And Luenell came and worked with us for a couple of days, and it was the best time. We absolutely loved it.
Well, it must be contagious, Sybil. You know why? Because Luenell went back to Texas and got her knee done, and now she's going back to get her other knee done. So it must be contagious in Texas.
Is that right?
Yeah, I had a knee replacement surgery in October on my left knee, and I have knee replacement surgery coming up next Tuesday. But the thing about it is, I'm at an age where, I don't care about the scars. I don't care about none of that. Ain't no man that I've ever went out with me because I have beautiful knees, Now, now you go up about 8 inches. That's what brings them in.
Okay. Now you're talking. Let's move to what's trending. And
nobody don't hear know what 8 inches is, so don't worry about it. Okay.
I know you don't.
You shut up, Luenell.
So I was gonna have this video of another arguing couple, but you guys have already started and you have now paved the way. I don't know if you all have been hearing the news and the entertainment news, especially about the conversation that's been going on the talk between our girl Cheryl Underwood and Sharon, they call her Karen Osborne now, and about Pierce Morgan and his being racist and Sharon Osborne having to defend her. So let's take a look at this.
I feel even like I'm about to be put in the electric chair because I have a friend who many people think is a racist, so that makes me a racist. And for me, at 68 years of age, to have to turn around and say, I ain't racist. What's it got to do with me? Okay, how can I be racist about anybody? How can I be racist about anybody or anything in my life? How can I?
Well, I tell you,
what?
We will be right back.
What?
We have more topics, so don't go away.
And I think we should stop this. I will ask you again, Cheryl.
Yes.
I've been asking you during the break. Right. I'm asking you again. And don't try and cry, because if anyone should be crying, it should be me. This is the situation. Yes. You tell me where you have heard him say, educate me, tell me when you have heard him say racist things. Educate me, tell me.
It is not the exact words of racism. It's the implication and the reaction to it, to not want to address that because she is a Black woman and to try to dismiss it or to make it seem less than what it is. That's what makes it racist.
And this is the conversation that's been going on between a lot of people on television, on radio, and the conversation between Black folks and white folks as a result of Oprah's conversation with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And I'm wondering your thoughts on this, lady and gentlemen.
Luenell, you want to go first? Because I know racism. I'm born with racism, okay? You don't have to say a word. It's intonations. It's facial gestures, things you don't say that make you a racist. Just like we know that there's racism in the Buckingham Palace. How many times you see Black people in the palace? You don't even feel comfortable in that environment. And Piers Morgan had exuded this all his life on television, even when he was in America. We all felt that it's like Mitch O'Connell. Certain people don't have to say a word. Now, what about the guy down in Alabama that was the general attorney? What was his name?
Sessions, Jeff Sessions.
Something civil. Some people don't have to say a word, and we can just bar. We can just look at them, and we see racism just by what you do. You don't have to say a word. Your actions speak for you. When you start to defend yourself, we know you're in trouble right there.
I agree with you about the facial expressions and intonations. What about you, Luenell?
Well, as a Black person, we can usually pick out a racist from across the street,
yes.
Number one.
Right.
We can look at a white person, and tell if they have any Black friends or not. We've been dealing with it so long, it's inbred in us, like a sixth sense. Also, for me, I would need, respectfully, Sister Osborne to check her motherfucking tone while talking to me.
Okay.
She was low-key hysterical because somebody dared to call her a racist. Well, she has said fucked up shit in the past too. I wish I was able to quote her, but I remember being shocked when I heard it. Also, when you are in a certain financial category for so long, they have been so rich for so long and so privileged for so long that they lose touch with what's going on out in the real world. So I'm gonna need my good sister Sharon to bring her hysteria down about 3 or 4 notches. We could have a conversation about it. And I really like Sharon Osbourne and Ozzy and all that. But all that Black Sabbath, that's what he was in. There's very few Black fans of heavy metal music. They live in a world where they don't have to deal with very many Black people unless they're in the fucking band. So
So that's why that little. Go ahead, Sybil.
No, I agree, and I think that tone, and even when she said, she came off of her English high horse and said, "I ain't a racist," and I was
when she said that, right there, when she said, "Oh, you just crossed it, you just did it."
Yeah, exactly. And I was so proud. And not that I didn't expect anything less of Cheryl Underwood, but I was just so proud of the way that she handled her, and I really hope that people do support her in the days to come, because I don't know what's going to come out of this, but I do hope that CBS gives her a bonus for her handling.
Do you see Cheryl getting a little stronger lately on the show? She's being more talkative and more with her opinion.
She's more taking on more of the Whoopi moderator.
She got new confidence because she got new wig mistress or something like that. They took them synthetic wigs off her head and gave her some human hair.
Monique Hamilton said, "I'm getting angry all over again with Sharon. Who is she to tell Cheryl not to cry? I feel Sharon will resign from the talk." Either that or I don't see her
one
quitting.
thing Cheryl's not going to do, she ain't going to quit no money. I know Cheryl. You can talk about her all she wants, and she'll come back stronger. She's not going to quit.
No, Sharon. They're saying that Sharon.
Sharon. Sharon. Okay.
But also, I'm just I'm over this I'm over this era where we have to teach white people what racism is, and they
Yeah,
need a
yeah.
lesson on racial sensitivity and all this bullshit. It's just like you know what right and wrong is,
Just like that.
and you know, and just like that. And I'm not going to hold your dick for you and try to explain to you 400 years of oppression, degradation, unjust wages, unfair treatment, being fought. You know, Oprah got her, as Paul Mooney used to say, Oprah Winfrey got her nigga wake up call when they wouldn't open the door for her black ass at Harrods in London. Did you not forget? So, you know, I mean, we're at a point now where your racist office joke will be checked.
Yeah.
Your tone, your eye rolls, your snide comments, and all that. You're not going to get away with any of that anymore. We're calling you on all that in the store and where you stand. Because when I used to get my ass whipped, I got ass whipped where I committed the offense at. If I acted the fool in the grocery store, I'm getting my ass whipped in the grocery store.
Yeah.
If I acted the fool at my neighbor's house, I'm getting my ass whipped at my neighbor's house. And if Sharon want to act a fool on the show, she should get checked right on the show.
How about that?
Where'd
Sybil,
everybody go?
I'm here with you. Are you there? You there? Luenell,
Yeah.
you're still there. Just the two of us. Sybil, we lost your sound.
I'm here. I'm
Yeah,
here.
she's back.
That was
back.
me. That was absolutely me. I was saying, let the church say amen to Sister Luenell. And
Yes.
we're going to move on to the newsletter and what you need to know. Luenell, I don't know
You
if you
got
know
so
this.
much to talk about, don't you? You got everything. This week is really full.
It's chock full. Luenell, I don't know if you know, but after Tom dumped us and retired, we came up with this newsletter that we have, and it's a lot like what we did on the Joyner Show. We have a lot of news and information that is pertaining to the African American community, to Black folks, and what have you. So we have these 5 stories every day that we curate and have and send out to people in their email. And so we ask them
Might I
to.
ask a question though? Let me just ask you a question. I just want you to know, and I don't know what the audience is hearing, but I know between George's money and your money, Sybil, and Tom's money and everybody else, we could do better than StreamYard, because this is popping in and out like popcorn. The sound is going to, and y'all got
So
enough
we're
money to get
breaking
this
up.
shit fixed. Yes, get this shit fixed. Get this shit fixed. Y'all got enough money. Go on YouTube. Do like me. Do something else. But just
We are on YouTube.
well, you're
This
popping like popcorn.
Hey, Luenell, this is the first week we ever popped. It must be your connection.
Well, you know, I am super electric. You know, I do carry
Yes,
a lot
you
of
are.
voltage.
Yeah, that's true.
You're electric.
And we heard
So-
everything you said. You did not pop. We heard everything you said. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Maybe
now
it's me.
it's better now. It was my wire. It's better now.
Now, see
So-
there? I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Okay.
So Luenell, we ask people to go to SybilWilkes.com and to sign up for our newsletter. And we talk about the issues as they pertain to Black folks and to the African American community. And it includes stuff that we had on the Joyner Show, including Little Known Black History Fact. We have health and fitness. And we also have an inspirational moment, and we talk news. And so, as we mentioned earlier, today is the 1-year anniversary of the pandemic, of them calling the global pandemic. And I'm just wondering from the two of you, do you remember where you were on March 11th, 2020?
George?
Luenell, you go first. Okay, I'll go.
Well,
I remember exactly where I was. I was shooting this show called Daddy Stop Embarrassing Me. I was a new show with Netflix with Jamie Foxx, which is
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Okay, you're in it, you're on it. I was the dad. I was the second lead character there. So March 13th, we shut down everything. Somebody on this set had it, and we shut down everything at Netflix there in Hollywood. And we went to, so it was very sad. And I jumped on a plane, went to Las Vegas for a day, and I came to Atlanta because I said, this thing is going around, it's contagious, and people are catching it like it was, there was a spike in Los Angeles. I said, I'm going to Atlanta because I want to go home. My family is there. And show you how stupid I am. I said, it's the home of the CDC. So if they got rid of Ebola, they can get rid of the virus. That's what I thought. That's the reason I came here. And so I remember exactly where I was. And it's been a year ago, and it affected all of our lives. You know, I wanted to write a book, How Trump Effed Up My Life, because, you know, financially, socially, spiritually, in every way. I can't travel. You know how much I love to travel. So it's been a year today, and I haven't been on a stage. I don't have an act, and my feet are in bad shape. I need a pedicure. Why y'all didn't tell me the tag in my cap was out like that?
I was enjoying just looking at it. I was wondering, Minnie
So
Pearl.
I remember I could go on and on just telling you about exactly a year ago. This is so we're somewhat back. We're not quite back, but we are better off today.
Yeah. Luenell, do you remember March 11, 2020?
Well, every Sunday, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Every Sunday, I was in Vegas for my show
Your
at
room.
Jimmy Kimmel. So Sunday, March 9th, I did my show. I didn't know that was going to be my last show.
Right.
To this date. Then my birthday is on the 12th. My birthday is tomorrow.
That's right.
So
We're going to mention
my
that.
birthday was on 12th. And then I was going to have another show on the 15th because that was the next Sunday. So I had heard rumblings, but I didn't really know what was going on. And I went to Vegas, and about 5 hours before the show was to happen, we got email from Caesars and everything saying that the show wasn't going to happen, and they were closing and didn't know whether they were going to open. And that was also the night the Win and the Encore closed on the 15th. And I remember being in Vegas, you know, throughout my life and saying, there are so many people here. They could never get everybody out of Vegas if they wanted to. Somebody in a room, somebody would be in the kitchen. They couldn't get everybody out of Vegas. It's impossible. And then I saw it happen.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty sad. And I miss Las Vegas because to finally get there, you know,
Right.
you know, is for me, it's not where watch the people go. It's where you go because the world wants to see you. It's where you go because these companies know you can make them money. It's where you go because you are a trusted entertainer that they know will deliver. And for me to get there and get in Jimmy Kimmel's place, I was just getting warmed up. You know, I was having a great time. And so I'm just hoping that I think they're talking about maybe July. They're going to open the club back up, and I'm hoping to remain, you know, where I was on Sunday nights at 10 o'clock.
I'm going to do Jimmy
awesome.
Kimmel next month in April. I'm going to talk about you and the room there. And for everybody that's watching and listening, if you go to Las Vegas, you need to see Luenell. The crowd is crazy. The room is crazy. And of course, she is crazy. And you don't know what she's going to say. And it's just like, matter of fact, she doesn't say anything. She just come out and start talking. And that's what's so unique about her. So when you go to Las Vegas, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell you the truth, she's $50 cheaper than it is to see me. So it's but
yeah,
I don't
you're worth every penny, though, George.
But I don't work on Sundays, so therefore that's why I'm able to go and visit Luenell. And it's like
me,
old times. We support each other tremendously. So
absolutely,
yeah, that's really cool.
Absolutely.
Well, now can I tell you, just talking about Vegas, one of the greatest things was to watch you the night we went to Vegas. Tom took us to Vegas for Wendy Williams, and to watch you in the crowd as you were watching your student perform. That was really cool. And it was akin to, and I'll tell you what I compared it to, was being at the inauguration of Barack Obama, the second inauguration, and his speechwriter was right in front of us. And the speechwriter was repeating, was actually miming the words that were coming out of the president's mouth. And watching you and as she was making her moves and things like that, it was like watching the teacher, you know, and do that. It was really cool. Really cool.
Sybil, thank you so much. Unfortunately, my student and her husband at the time did not listen to me. And I tried. I wanted Wendy. These people were coming to see Wendy. Okay, I was just there. They were coming to see Wendy. So why make them wait? I wanted Wendy to come out first and greet everybody and chit chat a little bit, and then maybe bring me out, and I would do what I wanted to do, and then for her to change clothes and come back and wrap the show up and do the, you know, what you do at the end. But Kevin said no, let Luenell go ahead and go first.
Ooh.
Mm,
Well, you know, we
Ooh.
all know that, you know, we all, I
yes,
mean, we
yes.
all know that.
Say that again,
Don't
Linnell.
don't ma- don't
We
make don't
know.
make me say it. Don't make me say it. You know.
Come on.
You don't bring on the headliner first.
You don't put Miss
and
Las Vegas on first.
and so some of her, you know, some of the things may have fell a little flat for our girl. Not my fault, but I tried to tell her. I
No.
said bring her
Yeah.
out first so they can see her. Then she can have a wardrobe change and come back again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to listen to me though. And so anyway, we all do what we do. She's back on
Right.
television. She's left the comedy alone, just like Mimi and the other
Mm.
people who were trying to do it. And I'm still doing what the fuck it
Hello.
was I was doing when they met me.
And starring in a couple of major movies. Hello, you know. So I'm just saying. Oh, I'm sorry. You got paid for a movie that you weren't in.
Right, that's right.
Okay.
I
So
originated my character, you know, of course, in Borat, the first one, and I was to do Borat, the second one, and I was to fly back to Romania, but the COVID
Oh,
came
yes.
and shut that down. Unfortunately for them, they had already deposited a check in my account, though, so I didn't get to do the film. Damn it! Damn it!
Same thing happened to me with Daddy Don't Stop Embarrassing Me. They paid us
Oh
ahead of
yeah.
time. Yeah. So you are on the Jamie Foxx show also, Linnell. Tell us about that.
Well, I did an episode
well, you know what? Hang
called.
on, Linnell, hang on, because we're going to finish the news and then we're going to do the
Okay.
entertainment. And
Okay.
that was
Okay,
that was.
okay, okay.
But I do want people to think about where you were a year ago, and if you could
Yes.
tell us, and look in your phone too. That's something that NBC News did. They asked people to take a look at the pictures in their phone, like the 10th and 11th of March, and then how their lives changed,
I
and
was
you know the picture that we
partying.
have.
I was
Okay,
partying. I was partying.
But
you
I
were
think the
right there
big day
because
was
you're.
like was Friday the 13th was the big day. That's when everything went down, right? When it
Well, the
really shut down.
11th, the only reason why I said the 11th is because that was the day that the World Health Organization
Announced it.
declared
Yeah.
the pandemic, the global pandemic. So
Yeah, we tried to
this,
go 4 more days after that, and it didn't work.
they
By the
wouldn't let
15th,
it.
it
Yeah,
was over. Yeah.
yeah. This is a crazy case, a very sad and crazy case in Valdosta, Georgia.
Yes.
And you may remember this, both of you. This is a young man. He's a teenager by the name of Kendrick Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2013, he was found dead inside an upright gym mat. So you know how gym mats are, you know, you
Yes.
do your tumbling and stuff. This was upright, it was wrapped, and he was
Upright.
found it was upright, and he was found stuffed in this gym mat at the Lowndes County High School. This is investigators said the initial autopsy found he died from asphyxiation when he got stuck in the mat while trying to retrieve a shoe. That was their determination. His parents were not buying it. For several years, they had been trying to get answers for this. They have had autopsies. The autopsy that they had was crazy because parts of his body were stuffed with newspaper, and it was just beyond crazy. So now, 8 years later, his mother says she's feeling hopeful. In 2019, in 2015, a marshal searched a search warrant at the home of these classmates of his, and they are the sons of an FBI agent. And so now they are confirmed they are reopening the case after receiving documents from federal investigators. And hopefully, the parents of Kendrick Johnson will get some answers. Much too long after he passed away in 2013. It's just unbelievable.
Stupid stuff.
Uh,
Florida's catching up with Georgia. I mean, Georgia's catching up with Florida with stupid stuff. And the guy
yeah.
and the mat was upright, Sybil. So you know there's some.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's
And
crazy.
there's no doubt this young man was killed and stuffed inside of
Yes, of
this,
course.
you know. And so we wish them good luck with that. Coronavirus update as we're talking about this being the anniversary. Georgia, they give you a passport or at least something a
Yes, I
card
do.
saying that you got the vaccination?
I
That's it.
believe I can fly. I believe up in the sky. So that's my card. It gave me the date I got the initial shot and the date I got the second shot. And so, but now they're trying to get passports. But I do have the card that I can go anywhere I want to go. But I'm
Right,
still
right.
afraid to go anywhere.
No, don't be
I'm still going to
afraid,
abide
man.
by the rules. I'm going to take it easy. And especially, I feel sorry for, I don't know what I'm talking about, but But people like the state you live in, where they've opened everything wide open, I just think it's too soon to do that. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. And I know you live in that state, but I wouldn't go anywhere in Texas. I'm just crazy. I'm scared.
Yeah, George been cooped up in that apartment for the whole year. He didn't even let his daughter upstairs and shit like that.
He could make her bring him food, but
and drop it off at the front desk and keep moving. Keep moving.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Social distancing. Yeah. She's probably watching right now, man.
Hey, Phoebe.
She'll be rewarded. Yeah.
George, are you exercising? Luenell, are you exercising? That's part of our newsletter. We always have health and wellness in our newsletter.
I'm walking 2 miles after I see you
exercising?
tonight. After I leave the show, I'm going to go over in the mall and walk around the whole Phipps Plaza tonight after I talk to you. And it's all illuminated, so I'll be able to do that. Phoebe doesn't like for me to walk at night. I shouldn't tell people I'm walking at night. No,
and especially where you're going.
You're gonna do another Central Park 5.
I'm so stupid. Central Park 5. By the way, that lady, I want to meet her. Ava, what's her name?
DuVernay.
Oh my God. Oh, you talking about a pretty lady. Oh my God. And smart.
Extremely talented. Oh my gosh.
I want to meet her. There's something I can do. I'm being in one of her movies. And I'm pissed off that I wasn't coming to America. Everybody was in it but me and Jay. And we're pretty pissed off about that, Luenell.
I don't care.
What did you say? What did you say, Luenell?
I don't know the connection. I told you you're wired, the connection, bro.
Okay.
No.
Luenell, Yolanda said that if your earbuds are popping too much, disconnect and just listen and talk through your computer. If it's too bothersome.
Her earbobs. What do you call those things on her
Okay.
ear? That's what
they're earbuds, George, number one.
I'm talking about your
And
ear
number
rings hanging
two,
off your ear.
oh, these are little crystals, child. You don't know
That's
about
what
this.
making all the noise.
No, it ain't. Listen, and when I said we had a bad connection, we didn't really. That was just my way of not answering the "Have you been exercising?" question. But I'll just say this: I do all my exercise horizontally. So.
Okay, come on now.
We don't need to know all your business, Miss Luenell.
Luenell, have you ever thought of doing a book?
Doing a book?
Uh-huh.
Yes, by the time I was like 12 years old, I was already thinking about doing a book because so much bad stuff had already happened to me that at 12 I wanted to write a book.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But I have thought about it more recently. And last year, I thought maybe I had procured a ghostwriter, but the ghostwriter that I liked was white, and not that I'm racist, but I didn't want to tell. Yeah, it was a real ghost. No, I didn't want to. I just didn't feel comfortable. It's just like I wouldn't want to go talk to a white psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
I need somebody who knows what I'm saying when I say it.
Yeah.
So I decided not to go with her. And I also decided I'm not self-publishing. I want a book deal. I deserve it. So for those reasons, it's a little on stall right now, but every day is another chapter that writes itself.
Right.
So I'm never gonna be, out of memories to write the book. So I'm still in the mood to do that. You're only talking to a certain demographic that's going to read the book anyway.
Right.
The other people are going to collect the book, and other people are going to audio book it, which means I gotta read the damn book out loud. Shit. So I don't.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be.
It would.
That would be awesome having you do.
Well, if Simon
do
and Schuster is listening, I'm ready to talk.
Okay. Okay. So it's time for our question of the day, and I asked this question because I thought about you, Luenell, because of something that I read in preparation for today's show. And the question is, what's the dumbest thing you ever fell out with your friend about? George. I know you never have arguments. I know you never fall out with your friends. Luenell and George just ask you to think about that. What's the dumbest thing you've ever fallen out with a friend about?
Probably who was going to get the last of that cocaine. That was dumb.
That's
Cocaine
fine.
is stupid. Do you know that I'm sorry, Joy, but I just want to say, do you know that I'm the only girl who talks about cocaine on stage?
Seriously?
Well, I think what's the name does from Florida that I work with, Samoa. I think she does it sometimes. Does she? Then she.
Samoa talks about.
Did she get in trouble about drugs at one time?
I thought that was Oh yeah, she was a mule, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about using the shit. Yeah, that was stupid because cocaine is stupid. So that was the dumbest argument I've ever fell out with a friend about. George, I'll pass that dope on to you now.
Well, I've never been. Only time I fell out with my friend one time, we took the garbage out, and my friend, of course, the sign fell, and I closed the door, and he went off like stupid crazy at me, Sybil, and like, you shut the door. I don't have a key. I said, well, it's not, you closed the door. That's not my fault. And I said, I said, fuck you. I just walked away.
Did you cry? Did you cry?
Hell no, I'm strong. I don't take no shit from nobody. And when I did it, I didn't call. I let him call me. That's my best friend ever. I will not do that. You will not disrespect me, anybody. But that's been 20 years ago. So, but he did call.
That's not when you guys were roommates or anything, and you had to go
we
back.
were pretty much still roommates. We were in Los Angeles hanging out together. So yeah. But but very seldom I have an argument with friends. I don't let that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's interesting.
Right? I'll get rid of the friend first.
Okay, so the reason why I asked you this is because I read that you and Leslie Jones had some beef, and so and you cleared the air before you guys got to work on the set of Coming to America. Is that true?
Well,
she ain't talking to me.
It's partially true.
Okay.
Leslie had beef with me. I never had beef with Leslie.
Gotcha. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so we were able to have a talk about it under the request of our director because it was affecting the work.
Really?
I had to play her sister, and it's hard to play with somebody who won't talk to you.
Damn. Really?
So,
yeah.
This is the first time we're hearing about something like this. This is real. This is, as Gary would say,
because I don't
because
Leslie and I are grown, and we don't go around. I don't fuck with her, and I don't. We didn't do that. We've even done shows together, but we didn't interact. She came in one door, out one door, and I came in the door and out one door. But it was some really deep hurt feelings from back in the day, and we were able to talk about it and straighten it out. And I don't think we're gonna be spooning anytime soon, but
and a spoon and shit, but we're cool.
And you're not gonna.
I'm sure we'll be able to work. No, I'm sure we'll be able to, work together again and
for Coming to America 3.
If it's 33 years from now, you won't see me in it because I'll be done gone on the floor. And I'm pretty sure John Amos ain't gonna make it either. So
you stupid.
Not for 3. Now you're reaching.
But so you're not gonna even mention James Earl Jones even in the bed, right?
No, that's a given. That's a given. And if I'm in Coming to America 3, I'll be like that old black lady in Black Panther. I'll just sit there.
Yeah, right.
That's right. Yeah, you'll be the mother of the tribe and just exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll probably be somewhere in Zamoon to be in Regal.
Zumanda. Isn't that amazing? Is Atlanta Zumanda or Wakanda? Which one? Atlanta is both.
Zamunda.
Zamunda. Yeah.
I might marry Wesley's son. That was Rotimi, right? I might get him, something like that.
Okay.
You be working
I like that.
You be working. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I was wondering, were there some scenes, because I was really hoping that you might have a flirtation or something with somebody in the movie. Were there scenes that we didn't see that for whatever they may call the director's cut, we might see in the future?
Yes, there were definitely scenes that were cut.
Like when you were doing
I don't want to say.
When you were doing the twerking, that was a little longer than we saw, right? When you were doing the twerking, that was a little longer and more fun than we saw, right?
Yes.
Because I know you did it with your nasty ass. I know you was doing it up real good there, huh?
Oh, George, don't tell away all my little secrets, honey.
Yeah. You were twerking. You were twerking in front of Wesley Snipes, right?
That's what she was saying. Yeah.
No, I was twerking in front of Oha. She to be. I was twerking in front of him.
That guy.
I twerked in front of him.
Yeah. Okay.
He still got it. That voice, just awesome. Just awesome.
You want to know, Sybil? You want to know one of the parts that really there's like so many parts, but one of the parts that I love of between Eddie and Shari was, Eddie was trying to get some pussy, and he said, "I've been on a very long trip. It's been stressful." And she's like, "Please." And he says, "I'm so sorry." He said, "That's fine. Good night, my sweet. Sweet dreams, my sweet."
Yeah. With that little smile.
Close the doors.
And then when he had the orchestra playing, to be loved for her, I was like, oh my God.
Who was the lady singing that song? Jackie Wilson song.
I don't know. I don't know, but that's the thing, George, is that there are people who saw the original who still don't know about that song being a real record.
Really?
They think that it's just a song for the movie, something that Eddie sang for the movie. They don't know that it was a real song.
Yes.
And now that song lives on again through the second Coming to America. It's amazing. All the subliminal little history and stuff that's in there, some people don't get.
Exactly.
They said
listen, I'm writing a movie, Luenell, and you're going to be my wife in the movie.
Blockbuster right now. Blockbuster.
And you know what? That brings us to our entertainment section, George. What's the name of the movie?
Well, we did a movie back in 1993 with Snoop Dogg and quite a few other people. I've decided me and a few other friends are going to put that movie back together with the original Car Wash. The Wash.
Oh, wow.
And the new. So she's going to be my fight. I want to fight with you like Eddie Murphy, like Harlem Nights. So the Della Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to fight with you. I want to be in a little discussion with you. My wife telling me what to do. And
we'd be a couple like John Witherspoon and B.B. Drake when they were in Boomerang.
Yes.
A couple like that.
Yeah, that's
cool.
I can't give the whole story away, but I just figured, bam, there she is. Right. A reason I want to do it, like I said, you can steal a scene and you don't have to say a damn word. I swear, when that camera hits you, Sybil mentioned it before, you call it the camera loves you. Not now, not this camera. I mean the big, not this camera. But yes, you're so lovable.
So Luenell, were you always on when you were a kid growing up? Were you the entertainer of the family? Was that how you knew at some point or another, I want to pursue this life?
No, absolutely not. My childhood was sort of difficult, actually. Not, being poor. I wasn't raised poor, but I was, we had various murders and stuff like that in the family. And
really?
that's why I said by 12, I already wanted to write a book. Yeah. And I have 7 brothers and sisters. I'm the 8th of 8 kids. I'm the baby. It probably came from, needing some attention, wanting to be heard and all that type of stuff. But my
Mhm.
family is funny. My family is the kind of family you don't bring your friends around because they might get their feelings hurt. Like we don't ever bring friends around our family gathering
Really?
because yeah, like in my hometown of Tollet, Arkansas, if you come to my family reunion,
Uh-huh.
it's so in the woods that even if you get your feelings hurt, you're
Uh-huh.
stuck
You're
because
stuck.
nobody's gonna drive your ass back to Texarkana to be able to get out, and you can't get out unless somebody take you out. So
Oh,
and like playing dominoes with us, playing spades with us, playing anything like that.
Mhm.
It's vicious. Like, the women talk trash too. Men grab their dominoes and go home and all that because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
talk so much trash. So I really, after being so put upon as a child, I just started speaking out because holding things in makes me sick. It makes my stomach
Mm.
sick. It makes my heart palpitate and makes my head hurt when I hold in things that I want to say. So I just started blurting shit out and I felt better and I've been feeling good for like 35 years now.
for
I feel
35.
fine. I,
So,
I feel fine. I don't know how nobody else is going to feel after my rap, but I feel great. Yeah,
so,
fuck
so
you. Fuck
Luenell,
you too.
you've been doing comedy for 35 years, Luenell?
Actually, probably, probably about 35 years.
Fantastic.
So how did
Fantastic.
you get from Arkansas to California?
My grandmother came and got me because my father had gotten murdered. My mother was pregnant with me. And so she was down there having a nervous breakdown. 7 kids, a widow. Her brother did it. He was going to the pen. So, my
Oh
He
my
was,
one of
oh
God.
my
my
God.
my aunt, my dead slain father's sister begged
Mhm.
my mother to take the baby, and so that's how I came to California.
What a
Wow.
story. Oh my. You
Yeah,
do have a deep
Okay.
life.
would you read that book? Yeah, yeah. Would you read that book?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no, it sounds like a movie
and the
too.
movie, and yeah, exactly, George, exactly. Okay, so the last thing I need to find out about is you embezzling from the bank you work for.
50,000, 50,000 cash right in here,
You-
just like this.
and you did it over a period of time, and then you got caught after
Nah,
you
nope,
quit.
nope, nope. I took it all at once.
Okay, so you worked for the bank, and what happened?
What were you thinking?
I worked for the.
Well,
What
listen,
was
because
I?
there was method to her madness.
Well, what I was thinking was that I've been working for 2 weeks on this teller line, and my check is $240. That's what I was
Mm.
thinking. And I was also had been working at banks before that, and I knew that the bank was going out of business because
Right.
they were not doing their business correctly. I knew that they were going to get audited. I knew they were going to shut down, and they did. Security Pacific Bank does not exist anymore, and I knew that. So I said, "Well, shit, this bank is going out of business anyway. I'm gonna get some of this money." I sold the money, shit. But
Did they, did they have you on camera?
nope, because
but
I
but
was
how
in
much
the
time did
vault.
you do? How much time did you do?
Well, first of all, had I not taken the amount I took, I would have gotten away with it because they didn't pick me up until over 10 years later.
Really?
Because of 10 years is statute of limitation. If I taken 20,000, it would have been a misdemeanor. But I took
Mm.
50,000, so it was a felony. So when I had I had moved back to Oakland because they were like, I finally admitted to the shit and I went to jail, but I got out because they couldn't find no priors. They couldn't find none. And and they let me out, and they said, when you come back to court the next time, we're gonna sentence you. I was like, all right. Well, I don't know if you ever seen Leonardo DiCaprio in this movie called Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah,
So you,
yeah.
Well, I did that, and I went back to Oakland, and I was doing comedy, and name was in the paper. I was like, oh fuck. But what happened was when I had my baby, I
Mm.
applied for a WIC and the
Mm.
social service program, and the social security numbers crossed up. and they came to Oakland and they got me and brought me back to LA and put me in jail. And I did 4 months and 18 days. I missed my daughter's first Thanksgiving and first Halloween.
You only did 4 months and 18 days?
Yeah, because they could
That ain't bad.
find the other shit.
You ought to do that again. Yeah.
Well, the best thing I can say is that I didn't have no crime partner, so nobody snitched on me. And if there's any advice I can give to criminals out there, it's like, do your crime alone.
Oh dear God. Okay,
listen. You got to come back and see us again.
Yes, when you upgrade.
And that's exactly what Shantae said. Please come back. Absolutely. The door is always open.
George has been trying to get me locked down. Like, I'm in a guy's apartment bedroom right now because I just got through shooting my Savage X Fenty lingerie photos for March. So there's people.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's people here, and I'm in the bedroom, and it's lingerie all over the place and shit like that. Because I was doing the I told George, I said, I got a photo shoot, but we wrapped it up like a half hour before this, and I got another interview after this, and then I'm done. I'm done for the week because I've been doing a lot of talking, since the movie came out,
Sure.
So, but I'm glad that we was able to make it work. Because Sybil, I have so much respect for you and love you, and George, you all right too. But I'm very, very happy to be. Very happy.
You can come back and promote your lingerie. Come back and promote your line of lingerie.
Follow me on Instagram, everybody. On Instagram, you'll be able to see the lingerie photos in about a week. At Luenell on Instagram, at Luenell, Luenell. And you can also check out my YouTube show, Hey Luenell, on YouTube every Wednesday. I'm probably going to be sedated this next Wednesday, though, since I have my knee operation on Tuesday. I'll be, next Tuesday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
are you coming back? Are you coming back to Texas for the knee?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's what my surgeon is.
Yeah, because that's what.
Then I'm gonna kick 2021 in the ass after I do that.
There you go. We'll be here in Texas if you need somebody.
Well, that's for Negroes in Texas. The Negroes in Texas.
Yeah, that's what Negroes grows in Texas.
So, in advance of your birthday, what are you going to do to celebrate tomorrow?
Well, I don't know. My daughter probably has something cooked up personally. Other than that, I was just going to be home packing. And I don't know, I had a really lovely party. I had a Coming to America watch party / birthday party just this last Saturday. And I'm still glowing off of that. It's on my Instagram. You can go to my Instagram.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, yes. So I'm cool. I don't need to do nothing. But hopefully, the child that I gave birth to will come to my house and do something for me tomorrow.
Luenell, you are so great. I so appreciate your coming on, and I know you're busy and everything, but I just love you. And I thought that my name is Dolomite. I just thought you guys were so great in that movie, and I'm so glad. And I'm glad this crew is staying together. And do you think you guys will go out on the road and do the Coming to America tour?
Eddie called it Coming All Over America.
Coming All Over America, yeah.
Yeah, coming, well, I don't know. I don't know that Eddie needs us, He can go and do his own thing on his own. It certainly would be lovely to be in the house and watch. Like when he did Saturday Night Live, I flew to New York and I was there. So, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I don't think he needs us, but hey, if you say, come on, I'm damn sure gonna go.
I know that's right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Sure, you will be in it. We know that.
And you will be kicking at that time.
And I want to be, George. I want to be in your movie. You say you're doing.
Yes, of course. Of course. Okay. Yes, of course.
Hey, well, now before we leave you, just want to read we have a daily inspiration, Yogi's Jewels, we call it. And today is Thursday, asking you, and on the eve of your birthday, be thankful, be grateful, and be a blessing to someone else today. And you have been a blessing to us today. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. I thought we was fist to pray. I had lowered my lashes and everything. But okay. All right, thank you. I was
No,
like,
you are.
She's stupid. She's crazy. She's
I
crazy.
love her to
Well,
death.
I'm George Wallace. I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'm going to go watch the president right now and see what he has to say. George Wallace from Linwood Park. Don't forget to buy that book, Bull Twit. And that's a lot of bulltwit.com out there, georgewallace.net, georgewallace.com. Bye, Sybil. Love you much. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And don't
Bye.
forget Saturday, we say her name, Breonna Taylor. We remember her.
Say her
Bye,
name.
everybody.
absolutely.
Watch this.
Okay.
He can tell you about their first dance, but he can't remember my name. I'm his daughter.
Half of all black families are impacted by Alzheimer's, but we don't know why. At HSC, we are investing in a new research study to find solutions for your family. To join the research study, visit blackalzbrainstudy.com or call 817-735-2963.